Welcome to Ask Yourself Why Not, the podcast where two friends read a lot of self-help books, listen to a lot of podcasts, and talk it out with each other and our community.
So we can all feel better in real life without the pressure to fix ourselves.
We're your hosts,
Shay
and Jayla,
and we're really glad you're here. What's up, Why Notters?
What is up?
It's Shay.
And it's Jayla.
And this is the
Ask Yourself Why Not podcast, the place you come where you stop asking yourself why.
And you start asking yourself, why not?
Yes, so what's going on? We have our event.
Yes, so we have Empower Fest. Believe it or not, we're staring down summer, which is crazy to me. I had emailed a client and she was like, we're really busy, check back in summer. And I was like, my God, that's going to be here before we know it.
I freaking know it, right?
Yeah.
I just got a message from Brecken's teacher for their end of the year 5th grade picnic. And I'm like, end of the year?
No.
What?
I know.
But it is crazy.
I know. I feel like we hibernate in winter and then all of a sudden it's like spring, bam, right into summer, which puts us to talking about our event, our big event of the year called Empower Fest Wheeling. When we having it?
June 27th.
Yep.
And for attendees, it'll be 9 to 2.
We're having it at the Waterfront Hall again. It's in downtown Wheeling. They have a beautiful event space. A beautiful event space. And they also have Airbnbs that they're letting us use too.
Yes. So if you were there last year, we are able to utilize a little bit more space for tables. We're doing things a little bit different. We are not having the exercise samplers this year.
Yeah.
But that's okay because we'll be having a just dedicated to exercise samplers sometime in the future.
Yeah, we thought it was just a little bit much to kind of cram in to one day. And we had so many great vendors and experience stations that we just kind of wanted to let everybody relax and focus on those.
Yes. So we will be having that space to have more tables. So that means more opportunities to get another experience in or just to have more vendors.
Yeah. And we're going to be dripping out here as we finalize our list over the next 2 weeks of those experience stations, but lots of really cool things to try again.
Lots of people returning, some fan favorites, and then some, newbies that we already have signed up. If you have interest in setting up a table as an experience station or as a vendor, please reach out. We do have some available spots.
Yep. And this is a funny event because neither Jayla or myself are great at admin. It's not something that we love. You know how some people are like, I love a spreadsheet and I love all this stuff. But somehow we put our forces together and we get it done. And it's just, we do it because we love the community. And our mission from Ask Yourself Why Not has always been to help others feel good through self-help and community. But if you'd like to be involved too in any way, shape, or form.
That too.
We'll take some help.
And we quite literally plan the event like an event we would like to go to.
Yes.
So it's but we also are accepting sponsorships. We have had a couple come through already. Thank you, for Olivia from the CVB, for being a platinum sponsor. And you do get a lot of perks when you are a sponsorship or a sponsor. So please reach out for that. Or we have the opportunity for you to throw something in a swag bag, whether it be a sample or an item, or maybe a QR code for a discount of something of your business to promote yourself.
Yep. And something came up last year too, was maybe a signature drink. I think that would be fun if somebody wanted to sponsor something like that. Zig for the day, if you want to do that. So anyways, hit us up. We'd love to hear your ideas. It's going to be a fun event happening again on June 27th. We have not put tickets on sale yet, but that will be coming probably in May. That's kind of the goal here.
Which is very soon.
Yeah. It's wild. And last year we had our event in May. This year we pushed it back by a month.
Yeah.
Which kind of helps us out too.
It does. Waterfront Hall, I think I've mentioned on a couple episodes, they were actually pretty booked, guys. So we had to kind of push it back just for availability with our venue. But also, there's a lot going on in April, May for us as well.
Yep. And so speaking of a lot going on, we wanted to do an episode today on checking in with our daily routine and asking ourselves why we're still doing something if it's not really serving us.
If we're actually getting benefit from it. And guys, it doesn't have to be anything grand. If you're getting joy from something, that is getting something from, whatever you're trying to get. But what we're talking about is what are you doing consistently that you may not even want to do, and it's not benefiting you at all.
Right. It's just kind of like noting, especially a lot of our audience, they're in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s.
We get targeted with everything, right?
Yeah, we get targeted with lots of things. We're in that phase of life where we're like growing our careers, we're growing our families, right? We're strapped for time. And sometimes we're doing all these things in our day that are like bogging us down and not necessarily serving us anymore.
Yeah. And you know what just kind of dawned on me? Like, we talk about routines and habits a lot, but I feel like in this stage, I'm constantly adapting.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
good. Yes.
you're constantly adapting. So that's something you have to take into consideration too. When you're looking at your day, you're seeing what you're doing consistently, like go you for being consistent, but is it something that's actually serving you?
Yeah, exactly. So a couple of those things that we kind of like wanted to go into today, just to give you ideas of what we're talking about. Maybe like, and I'm guilty of doing this, like I'll make a cup of coffee and it will be cold by the time I drink it, if that makes sense. Like, not good for your teeth either. My husband is a dentist and he's always like, don't sip on coffee. Just drink it all in one setting. But I find myself having to like reheat it in the microwave, or it'll follow me to my desk and I'll have like intentions of doing it. But I'm multitasking. I'm drinking the coffee. I'm doing that. And is that really serving me? Or should I just make 10 minutes of my day, carve it out where I'm not checking my phone, I'm not checking email, and I'm like literally just drinking my coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are you drinking too much caffeine during the
Oh,
day
yeah.
because you feel like you need it? Like, do you really need it? Because I'm guilty. I know I talk about Gorgies a lot. I do love me some Gorgies, but you know, I do drink one a day. Should I? I don't know. Probably not.
Well,
You
yeah.
know?
And sometimes I'll get bored or I'll get hungry. And what I'll do
hmm
is I'll be like, I'm going to get a coffee.
I'm going to get a coffee, or I'm going to drink a Gorgie,
Yeah.
or, you know, so
Is that serving me or is it crashing my nervous system? I don't know.
yeah.
But
So that's just one example.
that's kind of, that's a good one because I feel like it's like
Ooh,
super
I know
relatable.
another one.
Mm-hmm.
During the day, you know, do you have to go out to lunch every single day?
No, but why do
Or
I?
or could you use that time, maybe pack something light at your desk? And I know we all deserve some breaks here and there,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe you can get that extra hour in the evening.
Yeah, that's a really good point. You can use your lunch hour maybe now that it's getting nicer out to sneak in a 20-minute walk. Maybe that would be more
Yes.
beneficial if you packed a lunch.
Yes.
Being more intentional about that, that's a good one.
Yes. So I'm not saying take away your lunch. If that's something that brings you joy and you utilize it, great. But if it's something that, you know, you're not really hungry, but you're just going to go to lunch just because you always go to lunch every day, you know, because
Is that serving
I'm
you?
not really a huge big lunch eater because I know I'll want to take a freaking nap after.
Yeah, that's a good
So,
point.
you know,
And for me either, I've started packing my lunch because, and just shout out to Kroger, they have these 80-acre salads that I've liked. You know how some of the pre-bought salads are gross?
Yeah.
This one's pretty good, and they have a couple different flavors. And
catch them on sale a lot.
yeah, because I drive so much, like Jayla, like I'm in my car, but most of my territory for my job is away from where we live. So if I stop, even if I'm stopping at Chick-fil-A, it's taking me like 40 minutes out of my
Yep.
day versus if I used that 40 minutes, I could have seen another account or gotten home a little earlier, maybe did some
Yes.
laundry. Yeah, good point on that. Is it serving you?
Speaking of being in your car and maybe waiting in a line, another one, filling every single tiny gap with your phone.
I mean, guilty.
I mean, what would we do if we didn't have our phone and we were sitting in our school pickup line to pick our children up?
Right. Standing in line for,
We might just make some awkward eye contact with the car beside us.
we might actually just be,
I know.
right? Maybe focus on our breathing. But yeah, I'll do that. Like even in the grocery store line, and I don't go to the grocery store often because I like get it delivered or whatever now. But you'll look around and every single person's just scrolling on their phone.
Yep.
Is it serving us in that moment? Maybe.
Yeah, like, are you just trying to fill boredom, or is it something that's serving you? What else could you do that could serve you? Maybe make a phone call to a friend you haven't talked to in a while.
That's a good one.
Read a freaking book.
Pick up a magazine.
Or just look outside. Trees and everything are coming to bloom.
I know. What did we do before?
I don't know,
Because
right?
we did not grow up with phones, you know?
No.
We just probably made conversation with somebody. I think now
Yes.
too, like it's a good moment because that's like a transition moment, right? You're picking up your kids or you're in line at the grocery store to take a moment to even like ground and just be like, all right, my feet are on the ground. I'm here. And just bring yourself down from the day.
Speaking of transitions, rushing through transitions, like if you're going from work to picking up your kids, maybe take that time in the pickup line to really just kind of reset.
This makes me think of mornings, waking up and bam, hitting the ground running right into getting everybody ready for school, rushing to get yourself ready. It just, that rush kind of sets the tone for your stress for the day.
Yes. Do you ever find yourself like it's 2 p.m. and you're sitting there and you're like, what the heck even happened today?
Yeah. And
That's why, because you're just like zooming through the dang day. You know what I mean?
Moving from one part of the day right to the next without a pause. I mean, I can think of many instances in which I do that. You know, I'm guilty of this because I like to be productive in a day. So it will be like, I'll see an hour's time. And instead of like giving myself space, I will shove something else in there and I'll get it done. Like maybe it's like they have an appointment for orzo at 4 and I have to leave at 5 for Davis for soccer. I just did it the other day and it was stressful, but I got it done. You know, it's one of those things where like, did that serve me? Could I have waited another day when it was less stressful? Yeah, I probably could.
Or could you just go ride a roller coaster instead? So you can get all those emotions, right?
That's right. You know, I read something the other day and it said, it was, let me pull it up. It was Mark Hyman because we talk about him. I think that's how you say his name.
Yes.
This was so good. And it was about how we need dopamine in the day.
Oh,
and
yes.
And sometimes I think I get my dopamine by like rushing
accomplishing
through the day.
Things.
Yes, checking off shit.
Well, honestly, how good does it feel to get something crossed off your to-do list? And what about those things that you put off and you put off and you put off and then you finally do it and you feel good about it, but then you're like, that wasn't even bad.
Oh, exactly. I'm going to try to find this quote. Yeah, but it was something about like humans need dopamine, but you don't want to get it from sugar or like drugs, obviously, or stress or whatever.
Which, speak of sugar, we just came off of a break. So
much sugar.
This episode's coming out. It was just Easter. So while we're saying, you know, take inventory of your day, what are you doing consistently? There's so many ways I can reset my life right now.
Exactly.
With all the indulgence that comes with, you know, holidays and enjoying. Always good time to check in.
It is. I must have bad internet service. We are actually at the community room. Where is it? Dr. Mark, can you find him? Hymam? I think that's how you say it. We're at the community room at Wheeling Park, and sometimes the internet in here as well as our cell phone. Oh, there he is. Here it is. It says, the brain craves dopamine. The key is to feed it the right kind, not sugar, not doom scrolling. Because that's the thing, right? When we
instant gratification.
Yeah, we're standing in line, we're scrolling, right?
Yes.
You can get dopamine from real food, from movement, from connection. And that's how you regulate your biology and reclaim control.
Maybe when you're in the pickup line, make a phone call and have some connection.
Connection, yes. Maybe do some cat and cows in your car. Look like a weirdo, right?
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say cat and cow.
The real food thing, you brought that up too. I do find when I use like MyFitnessPal or something like that, it helps me eat more real food. I don't know what the psychology is behind it, but are you like that?
I mean, I just think just showing some intention behind anything really does. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, I think it's a good time. Like spring cleaning, it kind of made me think of this as well. Like,
actually,
getting your nails done sometimes. Sometimes that can feel like a chore and you're like, this isn't serving me right now. So I'm going to take a break from it.
Honestly, it really does.
Yeah.
You know,
it's an hour.
Speaking of spring cleaning, on Easter, I woke up and I cleaned my medicine cabinet out. I cleaned out my bathroom cabinets and it felt so good.
How much stuff we accumulate.
See, so instead of me doomsday scrolling, like I do, like we all do, maybe clean out a drawer.
Yep.
And I did tell Brent, I'm like, man, we got to clean out our junk drawers because we don't just have one.
I completely hear you. We have like several junk drawers and they accumulate and then you don't even know what's in there.
So now I think we're kind of making loops and circles all over the page.
Because that's how our brains work.
Yes, but let's bring you back in.
Yeah.
We get targeted with tons of things. You can just think something and it pops up on your phone. So I'm not saying, stop doing something or don't try new things, but just really, just take notice if it's something that is benefiting you.
Yeah.
And it can be simply as bringing you joy.
Yeah, I like that. One thing that popped up too when we were thinking about this is just how overscheduled we are sometimes with our kids and their activities, and how we lose connection with our friends and our loved ones and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. And so, like, being intentional and go, is that serving me right now? How can I pause from that maybe one day and like connect with my friends and my husband again or something? So,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, hope you
Yes.
guys like that episode there. If you have any ideas, hit us up
Mm-hmm.
on ways to do it, right?
Alrighty, y'all.
Yeah. So this is the
Ask
Ask Yourself
yourself,
Why
why
Not
not
podcast.
podcast?